I'm glad you brought up understanding game design as a part of becoming a game programmer. As game programmers, we've worked very closely with several game designers. In your view, what makes a game designer stand out?
I think game design is just such an open field because I've seen game designers be coming from biology side or biochemistry and so on, or from the law side, or practically people who have not interacted with tech at all. They and it's accessible because you don't need anything. You literally need a pencil and a paper to be a game designer. Now, this might be like kind of reducing the skill that is required to be a game designer, because there is a very clear idea between a person that is an idea person and a person that is a designer. Nobody likes an idea person. Just to clarify that, if you are someone that comes in and tells me, hey, you have an idea and we can 50-50 it, I will let you know we are not talking. So let's clarify that. Nobody likes idea guys, because ideas are really not worth anything, especially in this specific age where now with like with the AI tools and stuff coming in as well, right? You can sit down and go like, hey, I have an idea, so draw me an image on this idea. So they are worth even less now. So like that's the worth of idea. What is worth is if you become a person who can do design, which means that you can take an idea and put it in a manner where you can explain to people what it is that you want, how you would achieve it, what are the benefits of it, what is it that you're solving, and it being in a form where, yeah, you can make it, right? It doesn't mean you know everything, but it's in a feasible form. So that's what like a game designer is as well. We don't talk about ideas like, hey, what if we make this game that is Souls-like and also Devil May Cry? That everyone has talked about that already. What people are interested in is the deeper conversations, right? The mechanics, the systems, the narrative, the visuals, the sound, how would you go about it? How do these things connect? What would be the experience? What would be the market? What would be who are going to buy it? Who are you going to reach out to? What should be part of the prototype? How would you prove the concept and everything? So why am I saying this? The reason I'm saying this is because when we talk about becoming a designer, you're gaining a lot. One of the key aspects is that you have to gain a lot of knowledge. It doesn't matter if you're coming from outside and you have never touched the games or any tech or anything, or if you've been working in game development for decades and now you're becoming a designer. You have to learn design for that. Just because you've been in games as well doesn't mean that you can be a good designer, which means that I think for me there's like 2 or 3 aspects which I'm like, okay, this is what I need to become a designer. First is the knowledge. You need to consume films, books, comics, manga, manhwa, anime, movies, plays, even architecture, modern art, your contemporary art. You need to consume, because if you don't know what exists, you cannot create anything new or good or be inspired and so on. It does not mean that you need to know everything, but it's kind of like a hunger for knowledge because you want to know, because you want to create something. The second thing is practice. You need to put knowledge to use and you need to be able to put it down on paper. If you are a Wikipedia who can just argue that why something is good or not, but not create anything out of that, unfortunately, you're not a designer. You're going back to being a Wikipedia and you're practically an idea guy again, right? Because what happens is that, and this is the thing, like people that gives ideas, they give it because they feel like there is this missing gap. Whether they're wrong or right is a completely different question. It's just that they feel like doing that, right? It's the urge. It's the human urge to like, ooh, I know something is exciting. I want to make it. That's what you're trying to do. So knowledge brings you there. So what you need to do the next thing is to be able to put it down, to be able to show. That's what artists do, right? They don't just look at art, they make art, and it's almost like natural to them. The final aspect for me is visualization. If you do not have ways to visualize and showcase it to people beyond yourself, from my point of view, you're not really a designer because you're not able to communicate. Now, counter to what I'm saying, and I know this, people have made games when they have been bad with visualization, thanks to others. But most of the processes that I've gone through, or I've known, the people that I've known, they have made those through countless amount of fights until they have reached to the end. And the end result of that is a burnout and the breakup of team, which I don't prescribe to. So I'm like, if you are going to be a designer, you need to be good at communicating as well, which is where the visualization comes in. So when and we're not talking about good or bad designers here, but from my point of view, these are like the three things that you need to be a designer.